Hello and welcome back to another video. This one we will be scripting Lines Barrage and Shurikens for Sasuke moveset. As before, the link to the file will be down below. I think it'll be in a linkvertise, but not sure. We'll decide that later. Anyways, let's get into this. Also, like and subscribe. Oh, by the way, if you didn't see the last video, this will make no sense to you. Anyways, so we have all of our scripts from before, our VFX module. There are these little arrows on the side you can do to close stuff out. I'm going to keep it up on this, but I'm going to close out for the VFX module. So I'm going to make two new things. I'm going to rename Shurikens because I'm planning to have multiple. Let's see. So we're going to make else if input.decode.name equals 2, if input.code.name equals 3. And we're just going to copy paste this. Pretty simple. Gonna make two shurikens, because we're gonna work on that first. Gonna do line barrage. Gonna make sure we have all of this right here. Assets, shurikens. Then we're gonna do effects. Lines barrage. Lines barrage. If part 1, part 2. So lines barrage is going to be split into two parts: the startup followed by the actual beatdown grab move part. Shurikens is just going to be one part, so we can delete that because it's just going to be throwing the shuriken. So I'm going to basically copy all this because of the way I wrote it. I can just add an else if and then change specific values in it. So I'm going to rename it shurikens. And let's go to the animation dummy. Let me grab these animation files, add to the animation saves, and start on that. That's the Chidori run. Shurikens. Okay, so it lasts 0.8 seconds. So I'm gonna make the using move that we talked about last time 0.8. Make the cooldown like 4.8. No, let's do 2.8 because it's pretty fast. Okay, so at about, let's say 0.3, it starts being thrown. Shurikens, and then if it ends at 0.8, then there's 0.5 left, so you just delete that, bam, and that's literally it. So let me see, I'm just gonna make miscellaneous. I probably butchered how you spelled that. So I'm going to do VFX. I'm going to do aim to mouse, local origin player equals game.players get player from character origin.parent. Now let's just do origin mouse get mouse dot hit dot position local cf equals cframe dot new origin dot position dot new origin mouse dot x origin dot position dot y origin mouse dot z vfx remote equals game dot replicate storage dot vfx remote. Okay, and then let's do vfx remote fire server aim to mouse cf. And that should be that. Also, while I was gone, before I went, I added some things I should go over really quickly. I had a camera shaker and a rock module. For the camera shaker, you would do something like for the camera shaker, you do something like local cam shaky or cam shake or something equals camera shaker.new in parentheses enum.render.priority.camera.value comma function shake cf workspace.current camera.cframe equals workspace.cameras.cframe times shake cf cam shaky start or whatever you named it, and then cam shake or shaky shake, and then there are presets. I can go over a few of them if I can find the module. Some of the presets include bump, explosion, earthquake, bad trips, handheld camera, vibration, rough driving. We will only be using bump and explosion since those are a one-time use. The rest of them are sustained. They go over a period of time. So we're going to do VFX remote dot on server event connect function player thing 2. So it's gonna be player then if thing equals aim to mouse, then thing hummer p.cframe equals thing 2. I think that'd be it. I'm gonna check real quick. Okay, just tested. It works. So I'm gonna keep that in. So now onto the shuriken. So at 0.3 it does that. So you can do 4IV in pairs to find stuff. If you want to do things for a certain amount of time, do 4i equals 1 to, if I wanted to do 10 all the time, I would do 10. I'm going to do math.random 3 to, let's say, 8. Why not? Local shuriken equals assets shurikens dot shuriken clone shuriken Actually, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna add local random equals random.new and name it rand so it doesn't come up wrong. Position equals origin.cframe times cframe.new rand next number. So if I did math.random for this, it would do between, let's say, -1 and 1. It would do -1, 0, or 1. If I do random next number, it will get every like 0.01 to 0.00 like that. It's way more random because it gets like decimals and stuff. So I'm gonna do rand next number -1 to 1, and for the z, I'll do rand next number -0.5 to -2. For the angles, I'm gonna check what the current angle is. So it would be 90 on that axis times cframe.angles math.rad. That's like radius, so it would make it work for angles. I always want to do that when you're doing angles. So I'll do 90. If I want it to go like, let's say, humanoid root part, so if this is that and it's facing 0, 0, 0, then I would do that. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't need any of that. So it can just 30. No, okay, so it's on the Z. Yeah, okay, so on the Z axis, I have to randomize it by rand. I don't have to do that. I can just do zeros. 0, 0. Left that rand next number -180 180 shuriken dot parent equals workspace WX shuriken dot anchored equals true. I'm just gonna check one more time. If I want it to go this way, it would be x-axis. Okay, x-axis. So shuriken dot anchored equals true. First, I need to do local mouse equals game dot players get player for character dot parent get mouse dot hit dot position. Okay, mouse cf local mouse position. That doesn't mean anything else. Mouse cf dot position. If origin dot position minus mouse pos dot magnitude greater than, let's say, 250, then we're gonna do the same thing as we did with Amaterasu down here. So it would be origin mouse cf. Okay, so we're gonna I can just copy this basically, just change a few local things. So I need to do that, get rid of that. Local mag equals 250. That's our name for magnitude. Now let's just name magnitude to simplify things. So we're going to do mouse position, mouse CF, mouse CF, mouse CF, mouse POS, 250. Okay, that's pretty simple as far as things go. Okay, what we really want to do is, honestly, we don't even have to change it. Greater than equals 250, then, no, let's do less than 250. Then this. Okay, so it's gonna stay 250 either way. So local tween equals yes create shuriken tween info.new local tween time equals magnitude divided by 275. Now let's just do 250. Tween time greater than equal 0.8, then tween time equals, let's change that to 0.75. And it can be, or I guess, debris add item shuriken 1 tween time enum.easing style.linear. I personally wouldn't do anything else. So let's do position. Actually, I'm gonna make this map rad 0. Okay, cframe equals origin.cframe. No, we're gonna do shuriken.cframe, cframe.new, rand, next number, magnitude -1, magnitude +1, how about? We're going to 0, 0, and then that is a lot of things. Always make sure to space your stuff out, or it could be confusing. Times cframe.angles, rad 180. 0. Okay, so that means it should do a full turn, make it look like it's spinning, which will possibly look cool if it works. You can destroy. That's got delay tween time. Actually, I'm gonna do local shuriken tween time equals tween time plus rand next number -0.1 0.125. I'm gonna do 25. If tween time less than 0.3, then tween time equals 0.3. So there's no like 0-second things. Or I could just do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this though. So it's at least, yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. I'll make it 8 again. So sorry for all that. Like editing, it's just, I don't know. I want to make it look the best it can. So next we're going to do, so if shuriken hits the thing, then local, let's do local thwack equals sounds dot shuriken hit clone whack dot parent with shuriken. You know, I'm just gonna make the shurikens last like 5 seconds. Whack play re add item whack dot time length re add item shuriken whack dot time length. I spelled length wrong on that one. I'm gonna do local tween shuriken whack dot time length. Gonna make it transparency equals 1. And I'm gonna do let me add some audio real quick. Okay, I got some sounds, so let's do, I renamed it to thwack and I got some random ones, so it'd be 1 to 3 because I got 3 of them. So thwack, and I think the longest one is like 3 seconds long. Wow, that's gonna get a new one then. Okay, now we're good. So that should have the shuriken stay in its place. I don't know what else. I think that would be it. Maybe not. Actually, I'm gonna add a small hitbox so it can, like, if it hits anything, it'll like know. So how I do hitboxes, as I showed before, I'm gonna make like a 5 by 5 by 5 one. It's gonna go to the last position, and if it, you know, let's do 8, why not? If it gets anything at the last position it goes to, like if this dude's inside, then it'll do it like a hit thing. So we make this shuriken hitbox, and I'm gonna put that in the shuriken thing, and yeah. Sorry, I noticed I accidentally deleted the shuriken from the paid storage. Anyways, local shuriken hitbox equals assets shurikens dot shuriken hitbox clone hitbox dot anchored was true. I'm gonna put it shuriken hitbox dot position with shuriken dot position shuriken hitbox dot parent equals workspace VFX. Now I'm gonna take the overlap params from the other thing, Amaterasu, take all this. Yeah, reuse, reduce, recycle. Okay, now we're gonna do part.name equals humanoid group part, local sound equals, let's add a max, like a, yeah. Sorry, you could actually hear that, but like sick. Okay, now we're gonna add the, sorry, didn't mean to play that again. Shuriken hit sound time length. Now we're gonna do local hit particle equals assets basic hit VFX attachment clone hit particle dot parent equals part re add item hit particle 3 for IV in pairs. Hit particle hit descendants do if V is a particle emitter and V emit V dot name. That should do it. Shuriken hitbox. Let me separate this from that. That's not spawn function. That's not really necessary, but I'll do it anyways. Because why not? See, I'm gonna make that last slightly longer. I need to add the swoosh for the throw. Take that from Amaterasu, add the swoosh, and then finally I need to add a task.wait. So the task.wait will make it so that it doesn't fire every single one at the exact same time. So I'm going to make it do next number 0.01, 0.1. How about now? Let's do like 0.05, 0.25. Yeah. Okay, moment of truth. This actually works. I'll be very surprised. That's what I expected. Okay, so a few issues. We forgot to set the animation to that. I forgot to set the animation to that. I'm sorry for bringing any viewers into this. Then we're gonna do a next number, negative. Okay, so the next issue was that I forgot to make it go in front of the player. Wow, that's wild that I forgot to do that. Okay, so yeah, those are a bit too slow, so we're gonna make it slightly faster. Yeah, okay. So, you know what? Let's do mouse cf dot x, mouse cf dot y, mouse pos dot x, mouse pos dot y. Let's do that. Let's try that, because I want it to start off scattered, but it doesn't want to do that. Okay, yeah, so how about we keep it at 0? Okay, so that will look like that. Still a bit slow. Goodness. You know what? Let's do 3.5 at most. Let's get rid of this plus minus shuriken tween time nonsense. All of them will go tween at the exact same tween, but like slightly spread apart because of the weight. Okay, and then finally, hit particle.name equals basic hit attach if part find first child basic, if not part find first child basic hit attach, and not part find first child shuriken hit Then we're gonna make this last a bit less time. How long should this last? 0.25, 0.75 at most, it looks like. We'll make it 1.8, why not? Okay, this should be the last one for Shurikens. Yeah, that looks good, like that. Yeah, okay. Now it's time to do Lines Barrage. Yay. Sorry this video might be really long because it's two things in one, but yeah. Okay, so for Lines Barrage, it's gonna be a bit more complicated, and that's because of two reasons. Well, actually, it's really one reason, which is separated into multiple things. It's a grab move, but I can best this because I'm amazing at everything I do. It's perfect. Okay, anyways, let's see. So let's go into the script. Let's copy this. Wow. Okay, now let's go to here. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go. Why am I like this? Lines Barrage is still opening and closing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just scroll down. God. Okay, Lines Barrage. So there's going to be two parts. There's going to be for the hit, initial hit, see if it lands, and then there's going to be the actual like beat down, grab thing, whatever. So we're gonna have start and then local grab animation. We're gonna make that separate, whatever I called it. Yeah, I named it user for some reason. Cool. So we're going to start with the basic start kick. Okay, so we're going to open the animation editor. We're going to go Lines Barrage start, and so it lasts 0.3 seconds. The actual kick happens. Wow, that is rotated weird. Anyways, the actual kick happens at 0.25 second mark. So let's do test.wait 0.2. Let's say test.wait 0.1. Let's do that. Let's delay 0.1 function. Let's make a thing called local ingrab equals false. If ingrab equals false, then it's going to do all of that, going to cancel the whole thing, and this time we're gonna make the cooldown not go until after the loop is used. Okay, and then we're gonna do 0.3, make it 0.4, just so. Okay, let's do 3.4. Okay, now let's do if in grab equals true, then okay, local cooldown equals, let's just say 8, I guess. Then let's copy this back in. Local using move equals this. Also, by the way, I'm not good at animating, so that's it. And it's 1 second long. So we're gonna make it 1, do 6. Okay, if in grab not equals, no, let's do nil. Nil is basically nothing. That's basically what it means. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Test.wait 1, test.wait 2.2, and then let's make a hitbox. So the hitbox equals game with storage.lines, storage.assets.lines barrage hitbox clone, hitbox.cframe equals humanoid root part.cframe times cframe.new 0, 0, -3. Let's take anchored equals true, hitbox.parent equals workspace.vfx, debris add item hitbox 0.1. And now we're gonna go back to here, gonna get all of this, copy all of that, nice. I meant to say it like that. Character, workspace of VFX. Okay, let's do hitbox. For I part.name equals human. No, I don't care about that. Then in grab equals part.parent return not equals nil. Local enemy equals in grab. Local enemy RP equals enemy. Find first child humanoid root part. Local enemy humanoid equals enemy. Find first child humanoid. So I didn't make a animation for the enemy humanoid root part, so we're gonna have to script that. So enemy humanoid dot walk speed equals 0. Enemy humanoid dot jump power equals 0. Enemy humanoid dot anchored equals true. Enemy humanoid dot humanoid dot auto rotate equals false. And let's just change all that back. 1650 false and then true. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the animation. Accidentally closed out. So he goes up. Honestly, I'm gonna do like this. You know what? Let's just do this. So it's gonna go up at 0.5. So we got to do animation for Lines Barrage. Let's do the user one. I select the wrong thing. So at 0.5, he's going to teleport up. Okay, so we're going to do test.wait 0.5. Okay, and then test.wait 0.5. Okay, so at 0.9, I think the kick lands. Yeah, 0.9. We're gonna do 0.4. That way 0.1. Okay, let's go back up to lens barrage. And I'm gonna make this back to that. Next, we need to do local tween equals TS create enemy RP new 0.35 enum to equal dot back cframe equals enemy RP dot cframe cframe dot new 0 0. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do -1 RP.cframe. Then we're gonna do enemy p.cframe equals RP.cframe times cframe dot new 0 0 -1.25. How about we're gonna do tween play. Oops, I'm gonna scroll all the way down. So tween destroy. So now we're gonna do RP.cframe equals RP.cframe times cframe.new 0 0 25. How about this is gonna look a bit odd if I do it at the exact same height, so I'm gonna do like that. So it does that animation. So then it goes like at the 0.4 goes down. Okay, let me get the original. Local enemy RPCF equals enemy RP.cframe between equals. Okay, no, I'm just gonna do this. Enemy RPCF. So then we do enemy RPCF. Okay. And we're gonna do linear 1. I think it technically lands like around here. So I could just turn on 1.85. So that gives me a tiny bit more time. 1.5. So let's do 0.75. Let's make using move the first thing it does. Okay. Now we're going to take the lines barrage part equals 2. Enemy RPCF equals enemy origin equals enemy and then actually get that. Great. Okay, now let's do local enemy origin equals enemy origin enemy RPCF enemy RPCF. Okay, sorry, I haven't been doing a great job of explaining recently, so if you're at this point in the video, you should probably get what all this means, but basically it's sending the enemy's humanoid root part way up. Well, first it puts them in front of the character, sends them up, then it teleports the humanoid root part to a bit above, and sends them back down, then it makes them all go back to neutral basically. Sorry, I haven't been paying a bunch of attention that I was still recording, but let's keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. So there's not much for the part 1 that I can do. Now that I think about it, I'm just going to make the part 1 just when the dude gets hit. So I'm gonna make enemy origin a thing that is across both. Okay, enemy origin equals part dot parent find first child humanoid root part equals 1, because there's not much else I can do for it. Okay, so we're gonna do local hit effects equals assets dot basic hit effects dot attachment hit effects dot parent equals enemy origin add item hit effects 1. So this will make the hit effects from the shurikens appear again for IV and pairs. Hit effects get descendants, and then it's going to emit if it is a particle emitter. It's going to make it emit the emit.name, because the name of the particle emitter is how much it's supposed to emit. Like, do it once. Okay, so we're going to do task.weight 0.5, I want to say. Like 4 or 5. Okay. Local part equals instance.new part. No, let's do TP part. Okay, so equals assets lines dot basic part clone TP part 1. How about equals that cframe equals origin.cframe TP part 1 dot anchored equals true TP part 1 dot parent equals workspace dot VFX, and then debris add item TP part 1. Let's see how long does the TP sound effect last. 1 second. Okay, so then we're gonna do sounds dot TP clone sound dot parent. Let's do sound 1 dot parent equals TP part 1 sound 1 play. Now we're gonna do debris add item sound 1 and then all that. So now we're gonna do for IV in pairs. Then we're gonna do origin dot parent get descendants And here's where I need to explain something. So you may have noticed this Sasuke over here. Well, what I did was I added attachments all over him that have color values inside them, and I have a TP effect. So it's going to do if V is a color 3 value, then it's gonna do local TP particle equals asset line dot TP effect clone TP particle dot parent equals v dot parent TP particle dot. Now let's do debris at item TP particle. How long does it last? It lasts up to, let's say 0.5. We're gonna do TP particle emit, let's say, how much? I want to say 30. Else if V is a mesh part, let's do else if V is a part, v dot parent equals origin dot parent, then V not equals origin, then TP particle equals V TP particle dot color equals color sequence. Oh, I forgot about this. Color sequence dot new color sequence viewpoint dot new 0 v dot color 1 v dot color. I think that's how it goes. V dot value. Okay, we're gonna check that in a second. And then I'm going to copy this path.weight 0.05. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna make everything 2. Okay, so and then it's gonna do the exact same thing. How about we make it 1 1? That's that weight delay 0.05 function. TP particle emit 30 again. So that means it won't have 2 of the particle at the same time. It's actually smart of me, saving some lag. Okay, so now it's going to do, actually I could probably just move this so it goes like this, which would make it how do you say it? That's my train of thought. It would make it so that it has the exact position it's supposed to have. Yeah, okay, so I'm cframe.new 026.50 test.weight 0.05. We don't really need that. So next it would be at 0.4. No, that's not 0.4. I can't count. It's 0.85 test.weight 0.3, no, 0.4. Oh wait, I can't count. I got it right. Okay, local hit effects equals that. So we're gonna do that. And then finally we're gonna do task.weight 0.5. So it'd be 8.5. It'd be 8.5, and then it would be about let's say 1. And let me just make it so task.delay 0.25 function. Let's just make this 0.75 to kind of simulate, I guess, being knocked down, like they can't move. I don't know, that's a pretty bad way of explaining it, but 0.85, 0.05, now let's do 0.1. Okay, local explosion, no, it was ground hit equals game dot replicate storage, no, assets lines dot ground hit clone ground hit dot c frame equals enemy RP CF ground hit dot parent equals workspace dot VFX times c frame dot new 0 -30. I'm doing that because it was supposed to be on the ground, because you know. Now we have ground hit dot anchored equals true for IV in pairs. I forgot to do the debris. Let's do ground hit 4. Oh my god, sorry. Sorry, my cat knocked over something, so I don't remember exactly where I was, but let's do ground hit 4 for IV in pairs. Ground hit get descendants do. If V is a, well, you know the drill. V is a particle emitter, then V emit V dot name. That should do it. It might not, but should. Let me make sure everything has can collide off and massless on. And finally, local ring equals origin dot cframe dot new 0 -2.5 -1.25. That's the cframe of ring. That c-frame equals that. Ring is actually assets lines dot ring, and then ring dot parent equals workspace dot VFX, and then ring dot anchored equals true, then ring dot no, it's debris at item ring. How long till I want to debris? Let's say 0.75 for IV in pairs. Ring get descendants do if V is a particle emitter, then V emit 4. So that's gonna be like a ring for when it hits the dude. So I very much doubt this is gonna work for a try, but let's see. Yep, didn't work. And now I'm stuck. Great. Okay, let's see where we went wrong. In-grab equals part.parent. So enemy equals in-grab. So where did it not work? So it did hit the dude. I think the return bugged it. In-grab equals nil. Nil, then. So that'll make it that I don't need a return, but it will still do that, but still could not work. Basic part. Oh, right. I forgot to add the basic part. Okay, so for a basic part, it's a basic part. It's just a part, and I make it transparent, not reflective, transparent. Then I turn off its scan glide, and I make it massless. Easy. No issues. Oh, okay. Attachment is not a valid member. Of course it isn't. Because I forgot to clone it. Basic hit FX. And I remember to clone the other ones. Okay, so now the issue is that it is not making me go up, which is a very simple fix. The issue was I did it on the Z-axis for some reason. I don't know why I did it on the Z-axis, but I did. So now we just need to add some sound effects and we're good to go. I'm gonna cut that out. Okay. It works. Bam. I'll wait for it to cool down. I will show you what the explosion looks like. It's pretty cool, I think, in my opinion. Anyways, like and subscribe. Sorry this video is so long, I assume. If it's not, then you're welcome. You're welcome either way. Check the description. We're probably gonna put a link to download the file there. See ya. Bye.